Hi, I'm Patel from freefincal. In this video, let's take a look at Axis Nifty 100 Index Fund. It has got an AUM of about 436 crores, and we just came to know recently that its expense ratio for the direct plan is about 0.16%. So, is it a good pick or is it expensive? Should an investor switch to this instead of active large cap funds? Should an investor holding currently Nifty 50 index funds switch to this because it has got additional stocks and so on? So let's take a look at that in this video. Bharat Bond ETF is going to list, and everybody's excited about it. It's nothing. I don't know. It's it's for 3 years you're going to get 6.5, 6.8% return. What is this, such a big fuss about this? I don't understand. But anyway, for what it's worth, as I'm a website creator, I have an obligation to write what is trending, even though it is nothing to be excited about. But I will do that tomorrow. All right, so it was launched in October 2019. The TER for the direct plan is 0.16%. It's got 436 crores of AUM. The TER for the regular plan is 1.01%, and I would bet that most of this 436 AUM, 4 crores AUM is regular plan AUM pushed by the Axis Bank guys. We don't know that yet. We'll have to wait until December until the quarterly averages are released. This is us. I mean, 1%, almost 1% difference in fee for an index fund is just stupid. I mean, for SEBI is so gung-ho about increasing mutual fund awareness. They won't do this. Who is going to talk? I mean, they should ban regular plans in index funds. I don't understand what is the point. But that's how in India, for index funds to sell, we need distributors. That's the sad reality. So that's the questions I talked about. Should I switch to this and so on? First of all, we should understand that Nifty 100 is not Nifty 50 plus Nifty next 50. This is stupid. Nifty 100 means I'm getting 100 stocks, 50 extra stocks. Nifty 500, 500 stocks. I'm buying the whole market. It's complete garbage. I don't understand where this kind of thing comes. Now, if you look at the highest, the stock which has got the highest weight in Nifty next 50, that is SBI Life. It's got about 4.3%. That particular stock has got about 0.62% weightage in the Nifty 100. So all other stocks will be proportionally lower. Not exactly lower, but it will be proportionally lower. In fact, you can have a look at the weights to confirm this. In fact, as on November 2019, Nifty 100 is 86.52% Nifty 50. Plus remaining is only Nifty next 50. Therefore, you are not adding 50 stocks. You are adding a little bit of Nifty next 50. That's the point I had already made. I had shown earlier that Nifty 100 returns can be replicated by 80 to 90% of Nifty 50 and the rest Nifty next 50 index funds. And so the same argument, like I said, applies to Nifty 500. Nifty, the Motilal Oswal Nifty 500 index has an expense ratio for the direct plan of 0.38%. This is useless considering that you're going to get mostly Nifty-like returns. It is completely useless. It's just waste of money. So this is the listing of index funds, their expense ratios, and the AUM. 0.1% with a decent AUM is the norm for Nifty and Sensex index funds. Compared to that, 0.16% for the Axis Nifty 100 index, relative to this, is a very good number. We have to accept that. It's a very good number. It's very inviting. There are other funds which are much higher expense ratios, other index funds. ETFs are not included here. You can get the full list in the article. So from that point of view, it is not, there's no argument. Although from 0.1% to 0.16% is 60% higher expense ratio. 0.16% relative to the other members in the category, it's a good number. There's no doubt about it. Axis Nifty 100 has made it. I mean, the Axis MF has made it inviting enough to pick this. But should you pick this? Let's find out. So if you actually look at the rolling returns over 10 years, I have only shown 10 years here, but in the article I've shown 5 years as well as 7 years. Notice that Nifty 100 has got a little bit extra return over Nifty 50. The red line, which is Nifty 100, is always a little bit above the Nifty 50, which is the white line. Over 1730 points. It doesn't mean it will always be that case. But if you look at the return difference, it has gone anywhere between 1.1, 1.2% to it has gone all the way down to about 0.1, 0.2%. So it can be anything. It's a let's say some kind of average 0.5, 0.6%. If you remove 0.06%, which is the expense ratio difference, in the article I had written this as I had made a mistake in the article, then I would have come, and then I had drawn a line in the wrong place by mistake. I've corrected it here and I've also updated it. So if you take about, so it will be the return difference will be about 0.5, 0.6%. If you remove 0.06, which is the expense ratio, you will be left about 0.5% extra return. For 0.5% extra return, should you pay 60% higher expense ratio is a question that you should ask yourself. In my opinion, it is not a big deal. It is not such a, in such a hurry, you should not, I don't see why you should pick this, or you should switch at least. Well, if you are going from active large cap funds to this, there's no doubt it's a better choice in that sense. But for those who are already in Nifty 50, there's no compelling hurry to go into this because there are 100 stocks, because of the impact costs, tracking error in the Nifty 100 may be higher than the Nifty 50. So over a long term, tracking errors can also result in a bigger return, can diminish this difference in return. So that's also important. So if you're switching from active large caps, you may consider Nifty 100, although Nifty 50 is still a good pick with a little bit of Nifty next 50 according to your appetite. Those who are in Nifty 50, there's really no hurry to switch there. You're already in a good fund. I would suggest leave it there. So that's what I wanted to say. Catch you later. Bye bye.